Welcome to the animated recap. In this video, we have recapped the fourth part of Ice Age franchise which was released in 2012. As the family grows up, the movie moves forward where at the start of the movie we see the same squirrel which this time in order to save its acorn makes a hole in a good place. And this time the big mountains break here. And the squirrel reaches straight down into the core of the earth. In order to catch its acorns, the squirrel spin on the core of the earth so fast that all the continents of the earth get separated. Here the scene shifts on Ellie where Manny is trying to talk to Ellie who is worried about Peaches. Manny's friend Louis is not strong enough to take care of Peaches all the time. Manny also did not like Peaches to keep moving around all the time. Here Ellie tries to explain Manny that now Peaches has grown up and she can do anything she wishes for. Now here we see Diego and a very big family of a sloth. The sloth family hits straight into the face of Diego. Here comes Ellie and Manny and now they come to know that this whole family is the sloth family. The sloth family tells them they came here to see him. And they leave their granny here. When everyone gets busy, the sloth family leaves the granny here and run away hiding from the eyes of the rest. Here Ellie, Manny and Diego come to know that its family has come to leave the granny here only. So that Sid take care of the granny. When Sid comes to know that he don't believe this. How could his family do this to him? Now no matter what happened, Sid's granny is now his responsibility. Now on the other side we see the Peaches who once again goes out to play. Here we come to know that Peaches like a mammoth whose name was Ethan. And she used to watch him side by side. Louis inquires Peaches that aren't you my best friend? But still Peaches was talking about Ethan, that how smart is Ethan. Meanwhile by chance her foot slips behind and she reaches straight down and hits Ethan. Ethan was also happy seeing her. At the same time Manny reaches here and he thinks that there is something going on in between Ethan and Peaches and he got angry. He scolds Peaches and asks her to go home. All the friends of Peaches who were standing behind, all those mammoths start laughing at Peaches. Peaches becomes embarrassed and leaves that place and shouts at Manny that why did you do this in front of everyone? It would have been better if you were never happened to be with me. Here Ellie tries to eradicate the misunderstanding between Peaches and Manny. Meanwhile there happens an earthquake. A big crack appears and all the animals starts to get separate. All the animals wanted to come at one place but the crack grows and Peaches and Ellie are separated now at one place. While Manny, Diego and Sid goes at another island. All the mountains were falling and due to the strong flow of water 3 of them had gone far away. Manny shouts loudly and says to other, go to the opposite of bridge and I will meet you there. Peaches considers herself responsible for everything that happened there and wishes that she would not have fight with him. And everything must have been fine now. Ellie tries to explain her that everything that happens just because of nature and no one can avoid it. And surely your dad will fulfill his promise. Let's go from here. Further we see that all the animals start saving their lives. Here Manny, Diego and Sid try to go back but the flow of water was so fast that they could not reach there at all. Back on the other side Peaches remembers that its friend Louis has not come back yet, that's why she goes to find Louis. Louis was afraid of jumping off the mountain while Peaches motivated him to jump and she will catch him. Here Manny, Diego and Sid were trapped in a storm when a huge crab reaches their boat. Now they were sure that they cannot escape from their death. At that time there appears a tornado that takes everyone with it and Sid thinks that their death is certain now. Now here we see Peaches talking to Louis and tells him that she was worried about her dad, he didn't arrive yet. On the other side Diego, Sid and Manny finds a beach. Now moving forward they had neither food nor water. In the meantime Diego hears a voice from a tree and it was the voice of Granny which meant that nothing happened to Granny and she was alive and safe. After this we see a squirrel who was disturbed by the water. It also finds a beach and a skeleton of another squirrel there. At first this squirrel was very scared but after seeing in the water it sees another acorn. In order to get this acorn it takes a big stone and jumps into the water. and when it turns that acorn, it was not actually the acorn but it was a map. A map of an island with many acorns in it. The squirrels follows this map and moves forward. On the other hand, the condition of these three was very bad. At the same time they see a bird in the sky, and they think they were going in the right direction. And Sid also watches help coming from the other side. But actually it was not the help, these were the pirates. The pirates who used to arrest other animals. The leader of these pirates was Gutt. He gives instructions to all the soldiers to trap all of them and bring them here. He introduces himself to these three and tells them to be the part of these pirates, but Manny did not listen to him and say we want to go back to our homes. But Gutt tells them to forget their home and consider this place as their homes. With this they start to attack Manny, Sid and Diego. When they wake up they see themselves tied in ropes. Now they had only two options, either to join Gutt or lose their lives. First of all Sid was sent to die, but they call him back, and now Granny was sent first to die. They think that they will keep Manny with them as he is a healthy member who will help them a lot in future. There was also a Smilodon whose name was Sheila. Here we see that Granny starts to call one of its pet whose name was Precious. Everyone thought that Granny is trying to fool them. Here Diego tells Sid to move in a round and round mode in his direction. They were about to throw Manny in the water when Diego and Sid open their ropes. And Manny also sets free. And in the meantime Manny attacks all of them, and a big tree breaks down, and the huge boat breaks into pieces, due to which all the animals set apart. Sheila falls into the water, and Gutt has gone away taking his soldiers, leaving Sheila behind. At the same time Diego saves Sheila and asks her to join them, but she refuses. After thinking that she has to save her life, she comes to Diego. Here watching Diego and Sheila, Manny starts thinking of Ellie. Now here we see Peaches and Ellie. Both of them were sad and worried about their family members will come back or not. Ellie tries to explain not to be worried, they will be here soon and will be fine. But Peaches were still indulged in the thoughts of Ethan, and it was known to Ellie. Peaches tried to behave like Ethan. Because of this, she does not sleep like she always did. Here Manny, Diego, Sid and Sheila sees a beach from a distance. And they move hurriedly and reach that beach. Sheila finds a chance and tries to escape from there, but Diego catches her. On the other side, Gutt has made other animals his prisoners with the help of his soldiers. And he also made a new ship. Sheila and Diego realizes that there is a way to the home, but Manny say that if they want to reach that place they must build a ship. They found many other animals here as well, and these were sirens. Manny was unable to talk to the sirens. But the one who communicates with them was Sid. Sid was so talented that he knew the languages of other animals. After falling night, Diego tries to explain to Sheila that Gutt is a mean animal and says her to stay away from him. He just want to use you, so it is better for you to stay with us. Sheila inquires him that why don't you stay with your own group. Diego then tells her that it's a long story. Diego tells her that you also want to stay alone, so it would be better for you to stay with us here. Here Manny with other siren makes a plan and thinks that now how would they steal the Gutt's ship. At the same time Sheila finds a chance once again to run and escapes and reaches Gutt. But Gutt was angry on Sheila and asks her how did you run from them, and did not listen any of her explanations. Gutt tells her that now you are so weak and your position has been given to someone else. We don't need you anymore. On the other hand, the siren team was determined to manipulate the soldiers of Gutt. For this reason some siren starts flying sitting on the top of the leaves. The siren team was now visible to the Gutt, and Gutt thinks that now they want to fight us, and he did not want to stay there. He takes a soldier with him to fight, but actually it was the Manny's plan. From there back Manny, Diego and Sid run away and reach the ship made by Gutt. But somehow Diego left behind. Diego runs and tries to reach there, but Sheila comes and catches him. Manny tries his best to stop her, but Sheila was instructed to kill Diego, and if she didn't do so Gutt will kill her. That's why she don't leave Diego. Diego tries his best to explain her that Gutt only want to keep you as a slave. You should go with us. After this, Sheila agrees and leaves Diego but doesn't go with him. She tries to deviate the Gutt's attention and throw him down. Now Gutt becomes very angry. He grabbed Sheila's throat and wanted to kill Diego at any cost. Once again we see Louis. This time Precious was not with him. He was here with Ethan and his friends. It sensed something wrong. They were using shortcuts which were quite dangerous. And she was quite sure something bad is going to happen. The mountain starts to fall and then the rest of the mammoth starts to ask Peaches that Louis is your best friend, then why aren't you with him? So she just tell them that he's just so-so, I don't like him. And in the meantime Louis come forward and Peaches starts to feel bad that he must have hurt her. Peaches was also afraid that there was something wrong in this place. And on seeing all the mountains starts to fall. For the mammoths it was just an adventure, but Precious was very angry. She thought today one of them must have died. Angrily she leaves that place. Here Sid eats a poison berry for which he was forbidden not to eat, and now everyone was taking care of him. While traveling these people reach such a place where there was illusion everywhere, and in this illusion everyone saw all the good things, but at once Manny saves their life. Otherwise they must have become the prey of the animal sitting on the siren. Now we see a squirrel who was also in illusion that he is getting a acorn, but in reality he had a map. Granny was still calling his pet Precious, and everyone starts to laugh at Granny to whom she keeps on calling. Not all animals have reached there, but the bridge was broken. Manny couldn't see anything, and he was unable to understand that where his family had gone. At the same time he hears the voice of Peaches. Manny tries to figure out what's happening, but he sees Gutt there who had Peaches. Gutt says all to come by his side, otherwise he will kill Peaches. Manny and Ellie surrender and goes to the guard. Then Gutt soldier caught all of them. Manny says to him, if you want to take revenge, you must come to me and leave the rest. But slowly they were about to throw everyone in the water. No, it was Sid's and Granny's turn. But this time Granny stuns everyone when she calls Precious. The Precious was actually a blue whale. Sid and Granny was saved. Due to water attack of the blue whale, gradually all the soldiers started going down in the water. Manny's rope also breaks and Ellie and Peaches sets free. Now Manny fiercely fights Gutt. He picks it up and throws far away. During the fight Manny was about to fall when Precious comes to save him. Gutt was in the illusion mountain where he sees a female, but in fact all the animals together have killed Gutt. Now when all the animals get back together once again, Sheila also thinks of staying with them. Peaches here asks Louis to forgive her and tells him that he is the best friend ever she got. Louis it was the only who saved Peaches' life by throwing iceberg on the foot of Gutt. When No was there, it was Louis who saved the life of Peaches. Manny, Ellie and all of them had no place to live. It's when the blue whale Precious pushes the iceberg to the far off place, and here they all find sirens. With this all of them found a new place to live. At the end of the movie we see this squirrel. Following map it reaches the beach where there were many acorns everywhere. The squirrel goes crazy after looking so many acorns. He swims, plays and eats those acorns. Suddenly he sees a huge net in front of him. He wanted to take that acorn. He was on his way to that acorn when a squirrel tries to stop him and says that greed is a curse. Don't take it. You have a lot here to eat. This squirrel tries to understand, but its greed grows and holds that acorn. After this the whole place turns into water. Neither that place left nor any acorn left behind. There was only barren land there. The squirrel starts to shout loudly. Due to his stupidity, he has nothing left with him. With this scene, the fourth part of the series ends here. Do you like this movie? Please let us know in the comments. Also like our videos, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon. In next videos, we will come here with more interesting animated movies. Till then, goodbye.